Acción, tu revista mensual de cine y series, con los mejores estrenos de cine, fichas y reportajes coleccionables, series de televisión y 4 pósters todos los meses. Búscala en tu kiosco.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. And first of all, thank you so much for this interview and congratulations. It's an amazing film. And it was really a pleasure to watch it yesterday. So first of all, I'm Jesus Cero from Acción Cine magazine in Spain. And I have maybe the hardest question. How it's been to work in this film, in this sequel, without Chadwick, without the presence of the leader of the first film?
It was a challenge. And there were a lot of emotions, a lot of pain. But the good thing is there was a lot of support. Like the way how I felt, I was always able to share with my colleagues how I feel. I am usually someone who really separates private feelings and work. But in this case, it wasn't possible. But I was not the only one on set who felt the way how I did. And I was always able to find someone that where you can get a short hug, or, you know, like sometimes we were laughing and exchanging memories from back then when we were filming the first movie. And then other times, like one of the scenes in the beginning of the movie, that was hard to film because, again, it threw you back to the times when he still was there. But at the same time, and this is something what I love about the movie, the memory of, or being reminded that there are cultures that actually celebrate life, you know, like although we are sad and we know that we won't ever have these beautiful conversations like we used to have in the past, we still remember the good things about when you worked with a person. And in that case with the Wakandans, when the king still was there, and that definitely helped. So mixed emotions.
I also had the feeling, coming to the fun stuff, that this film makes a really huge effort to develop every relationship between characters shown in the first film. That even the most secondary characters are developed, and we see more and more of them. How's been that for you? Because we've seen a little bit more about your character and her relationships.
Well, when I came to the first production, Captain America Civil War, I already had an idea of who is she and what is her agenda. Now, having the experience with the other productions and getting to wear the uniform and getting to train with my colleagues, I'm in a different place now in 2022 compared to back then, 2015, when I filmed the first production. On top of that, reading the script of Wakanda Forever and seeing where Ayo is after the king has passed, and what has to be still dealt with, doesn't matter how much pain she feels when the new threat is coming in. These are all things that every single character has explored. You know what I mean? It's true what you say. We get to see more and more of each character. I think there is something that always has been there. And now that people get more focused, I think you even notice like more, just because you're thinking like, oh, wow, yeah, this is why she does certain things in a certain way. Like what I love, for example, is whether she is the head of security or second in command, any Dora has to be able to go out into the field and function. It doesn't always mean that you get sent out with the same people. And I'm extremely proud working with all these women where you can say, like, it doesn't matter who they send out, the mission or the job will get done. And that feels great. And that has something to do with trust, that has to do with training with these ladies, trusting the fact that we work as a group. And this is something that I'm also learning as an actress.
And I also thought that this film is much more than a film, that this franchise, the Black Panther, is more than a film, that it really matters what it tells, that it has a story, and it really matters that there are going to be more films like Black Panther in the future. I was thinking about Black Panther watching the Woman King, thinking that maybe Black Panther let us watch this amazing film. So how's been that for you, being part of something like that?
Well, I think it changes how we see cinema or how one can go through life, because I think when you watch a movie, I love telling stories, but I also like the idea that somebody leaves the theater thinking, wow, I have to rethink how I go through life. I have to rethink how I deal with change. Or am I somebody who includes everyone? Do I really believe that everybody should have the same rights? And if I believe that, if I love, for example, the strength that you get from these female characters, these female strong characters in Wakanda, how can I incorporate that in my life? You know, like there's one thing if you can admire the characters, but at some point you have to take action, and action means, are there things that you do in life where you exclude people? And what could you change? You know, why would you go through life thinking, oh wow, there are all these strong characters, the female characters? I don't have that thought because I never questioned that. I know that these are strong people, but I would never question, for example, wow, these guys know what they're doing and they're intelligent, because if you educate people, they can become great. So I think what you see in the movies can be, of course, very entertaining, but it can also open the way how you go through life.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. I love your character. I love Ayo. So again, congratulations. It's an amazing film. Thank you. Goodbye. Acción, tu revista mensual de cine y series. Con los mejores estrenos de cine, fichas y reportajes coleccionables, series de televisión y 4 pósters todos los meses. Búscala en tu kiosco.